Yato yato yamitato nishingo. Bahir nishingo, hidaye nishingo. Bahir nishingo, hidaye nishingo. Nashingamadhim sarena prapade, Nashingamad sarena prapade, Tava kar kamlavare nakam adbuddha shringam. Dalita hiranya kashiputanu bringam. Kaisa badita narahari rupa. Jai Jagdish Hare, Jai Jagdish Hare, Jai Jagdish Hare. Tava Kaisabadita Hari Rupa Jai Jag Jai Jagdish Hare. Tava kar kamlavare nakam adbuddha shringam. Dalita hiranya kashiputanu bringam. Kaisa badita narahari rupa. Jai Jagdish Hare, Jai Jagdish Hare, Jai Jagdish Hare. Oh, Tava kar kam pare nakam adbuddha shringam. Dalita hiranya kashipu tanu bringam. Kaisa badita rupa. Jai Jagdish Jai Jagdish Hare, Jai Jagdish Hare. Jaya Nashingadev, 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 Jaya Nashingadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. नृसिंहदेव भगवान की, प्रहलाद महाराज की, गौ प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, and welcome to our Sunday Love Feast program. Before I introduce our speaker for today, I just want to know, is there anyone here for the first time? Is anyone at our temple today for the first time? If you could please raise your hands. Okay, so again, a special welcome to all of you. Our Prabhu who is going to deliver our katha today is Jagannath Prabhu. And so all of us who have been here for a long time know Prabhu very well. And Prabhu says he's part of the sand of this temple, not the bricks, but the sand, because he's been here since the idea, I think, of building this temple was first put out there from the time of getting the land, I think, Prabhu, or a little after that. So please pay attention, please take down notes if you need to, and please may I ask that you turn your cell phones onto silent or onto vibrate so that it does not disturb the rest of us when we're paying attention during the lecture. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Sunday Love Feast. I hope all of you are well. We'll sing a little for the Madhava. Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Gopi Jan Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Gopi Jan Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari यशोदानन्दन ब्रज जन रञ्जन यशोदानन्दन ब्रज जन रञ्जन जमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जयो राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जयो राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जयो राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जयो राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जयो राधा राधनाथ राधा राधनाथ राधे जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा प्रभुपाद 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 जयो जयो प्रभुपाद श्री राधा माधवा की जय Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So anybody knows what that song means? Radha Madhava. Srila Prabhupada says in that song, that one shloka, that everything is there. Vrindavan is there, the gopis are there, the gopas are there, the cows are there, the forests are there, everything is there. Radha Madhava means the husband of Lakshmi Devi. Madhava, Radha is who? The source of all the Lakshmis. Right? And Madhava is the source of everything. He existed before creation and he will exist after annihilation. So nobody created God. People ask, I read some YouTube posts and they ask, who created God? God's existing before creation and after creation. We, the living entities, are created. Mama Ivamsa Jivaloka, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Manashastra Indriyani, Prakriti Stani Karshati. We are part and parcels of Krishna, but we are fragmental. Fragmental means very small pieces. So we have to understand that first. And there was a verse that we wanted to start with, and we're doing the last couple of verses of the Gita Upanishad. Right? The Gita Upanishad is the Bhagavad Gita. Or we're doing the Gita Mahatmya, the glorification of the Bhagavad Gita. The Gita Mahatmya that I've got glorifies every verse, every chapter of the Gita Mahatmya. So we will do one or two verses, right, from Bhagavad Gita, and then we'll do the last three verses of the Gita Mahatmya, the glorification. It's based mostly on, in the Padma Puran, it's spoken either by, some parts are spoken by Lord Shiva to Mother Parvati or Mother Bhavani, and some parts are spoken by Lord Vishnu to Mother Lakshmi, right? She asks a question, and then Lord Vishnu answers, or Lord Shiva answers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritam Naram Chevam Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tatho Jayam Mudhiyarat. Vanchakalpatrubhyascha pasindubhye vicha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namaha. So there's a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 7 that I wanted to start with, or there was one from Chapter 5 itself. The verse says, Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Tanayati Asu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayat Ahitukum. Devotional service automatically reveals actual knowledge of our material existence. Right? One who is sufficiently intelligent immediately attains the stage of renunciation of so-called society. I'll explain that just now. Family and love as well as other things. As long as we are attached to society, family and love of the material world, there is no question of knowledge. Right? Nor is there a question of devotional service. By directly taking to devotional service, however, one becomes filled with knowledge and renunciation. In this way, one's life becomes successful. Right? So this verse simply saying, right, that don't get too attached to family, friends, besides devotees, besides Vaishnavas, right? Vaishnavas, you can love them forever. They are your actual family. They will hold your hand and take you to Krishna. Or they will hold your hand and bring you here because Lord Jagannath is sitting and waiting for you. Please come, I'm waiting to see you. Right? You can come and speak to Lord Jagannath. He speaks all the languages of the world. Right? You can speak to him in Hindi, Urdu, whatever language you want to speak to him, you speak to him. And you tell him, Lord Jagannath, I've got this problem, that problem. Like that. So don't be too much attached. I was listening to a class yesterday on YouTube. And we've got skin disease. Why am I attracted to you? Because of the color of your skin or the shape of your body, like that, things like that. But the body deteriorates over time, isn't it? It degenerates as time moves. So get attached to the person who's sitting with you in your heart, Paramatma. Krishna is waiting for you. Prabhupada says that Krishna is listing down everything you do, right? He's got a list of everything you do, each individual. There are more people in the spiritual world and in the material world. And in the material world, we've got 8.4 million species, right? And we don't know how many of those species are what, like a dog, how many species of dogs there, how many species of human beings. There's 400 species, or 400,000 species of human beings, right? So if you take the devotional service directly like this, you bypass all that. right? You don't have to worry about all that affecting you at all. So you've come, that means that you've been past these books. You've read all the Vedas. You've understood all the Vedas. That is why you're sitting here today. There's a pastime with the Maharishi Gargamuni and Sandipani Muni. You know who Sandipani Muni is? Yes, and Balaram. So he was teaching them OBE. You all know what OBE is? Out of body experience, right? So that happened 5,000 years ago, out of body experience. There are some scholars and some scientists say, while you under anesthetic and you've been operated on, there are some people that said they had an out of body experience and they were watching the surgeon working on his body. Like there were some articles written like that. But this was genuine OBE, right? So they covered the room nicely, they sealed the room nicely. Lord Jagannath, at least Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram were the students of Sandipani Muni. So what happens is they leave the material body, or the body, Lord Krishna's body is not material, right? But Sandipani Muni body is material. So he leaves that body and he uses his subtle body to travel like you in a dream, right? Your body is on the bed there, but you're traveling all over the place. You're having so many dreams. You're meeting so many people like that. So they left that body there because they had to protect those bodies, right? If somebody destroys the body, you cannot come back into the body. So they left that body there and they were traveling all over. Then Maharishi Sandipani Muni said that Maharishi Gargamuni, you all know Maharishi Gargamuni? He was the one who gave Krishna and Balaram their names, right? In Nam ceremony. So he said, oh, Maharishi Gargamuni's ashram is here. Let's go see Maharishi. Let's take darshan of Maharishi Gargamuni, right? Maharishi Gargamuni was a disciple of Lord Shiva, very powerful disciple, extremely powerful disciple. So they descended, and Maharishi Gargamuni is offering obeisances to Lord Krishna and Balaram. Now Sandipani Muni doesn't know who Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram really are. He thinks they are his students, because Mother Saraswati spoke to him in his dream when these two boys were supposed to come to his ashram, that whatever knowledge you have, give it to them. Mother Saraswati said to him, right? Why would Mother Saraswati come in his dream, right? But he's confused. So he's confused. Why is Maharishi Gargamuni offering obeisances to Krishna and Balaram? Then Krishna and Balaram manifest the true form, right? Then after that, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Then after that, Sandipani Muni asks Lord Krishna, when will I get liberation? When will I come to you? So Lord Krishna is all-knowing, Trikalagyan, he knows everything, past, present, future, everything. He says to Sandipani Muni, not now, but at the end of this yuga, you will come back to me. Because at the moment, you have arrogance, a little arrogance, ahankar, he said. You have a little arrogance on your knowledge, right? So Prabhupada says, knowledge is not necessary. Academic knowledge is really not necessary to gain devotional service. You get devotional service through Guru and Krishna. By the mercy of Guru and Krishna. Guru Kripa and Krishna Kripa. You get devotional service. You can chant all your life off. Devotional service goes, it's a parallel line on which the express train runs very nicely. So, you have to have devotional service and you have to chant your rounds. I know, look, none of us can chant our rounds perfectly, can we? But you can do it sincerely. Do it sincerely. My little son, the youngest one, is sick at the moment. And I said to him, pray to Krishna sincerely. We can't pray to him perfectly. We don't know these mantras perfectly. We can't even pronounce these mantras perfectly. But we can pronounce the Maha Mantra perfectly. and sincerely. We will reach perfection sometime. Prabhupada said we will reach perfection. This is a lifetime, we've got a chance. It's very, very temporary, and it's very short lifespan that we've got. So get serious, become serious. The fact that you're coming here means that you are serious to get some knowledge about Krishna. And this is a simple affair. It's only four principles to follow. That's all. Stay within the 4 principles. And worship Krishna. That's all. Nothing else. Guru, Krishna, Prasad, Paya, Bhakti Latta Beach. You come here, you offer obeisance to the Vaishnavas, because Krishna's heart is not with him. Krishna's heart is with his Vaishnavas, those who chant his name daily. The Rashamuni was fighting with the, what's his name? Ambarish Maharaj. You all remember the past time? Don't. Okay, you'll have to read. You'll have to start reading. Read this book at least, please, somebody. One of you. Once in your lifetime at least, read it. There's everything in this book, right? This book is glorification in itself. You don't need special verses to glorify this book. This book, when you start reading, I read, I think, halfway or something, and the Science of Self-Realization, I read halfway, and I said, yeah, this is what I'm going to follow. That was 30-some odd years ago. And we took it. I haven't actually finished the Science of Self-Realization. I must start reading it. So I will start completing I think my wife read more than me, the Science of Self-Realization. This book has everything in it. Please read. I'm sure all of us can read, yeah? All of us. Just read. If you can't say the Sanskrit, don't worry. Say the English and say the word for word. So that's that. And there's a verse in chapter 5, because it's the 5th verse. So we'll start with that one. Sorry, I don't normally do this, but so anybody know what's the title of chapter 5? Anybody is doing Bhagavad Gita? Anybody has done Bhagavad Gita? Studied Bhagavad Gita for the devotees? What's the title of the Bhagavad Gita? Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness. Chapter 3 is Karma Yoga itself, right? Karma Yoga means linking with Krishna, with your actions, right? This is Karma Yoga now. It shows you how to act in Krishna consciousness, right? After Karma Yoga is transcendental knowledge. So Krishna gives you transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge means that you have transcended the modes of material nature. Ignorance, passion, and goodness. You've transcended that. That's transcendental. This is transcendental knowledge. Deviyesha gunamayi mamamayi duratyaya. Krishna says this divine energy of mind consisting of the 3 modes of material nature is extremely difficult to overcome. But those who surrender to me can easily go beyond me. We were speaking about surrender last week. If the topic comes up again, we'll speak again, right? But surrender. Nearly every verse Krishna says surrender. Right? So this is a verse spoken by Arjuna. Arjuna uvacha sanyasam karmanam Krishna punam yogam cha samam sashi yakshreya ethayo ekam tanme bruhi su nischitam. Krishna said, "Oh Krishna, first of all you ask me to renounce work, and then again you recommend work with devotion. Now will you kindly tell me definitely which of the 2 is more beneficial?" So which of the 2 is more beneficial? Renounce work or work in devotion? Work in devotion, yes. Krishna answers it, but I don't know how much time I've got. Okay, I'll answer it for you. The personality of Godhead replied that renunciation of work in devotion are both good for liberation. But of the 2, work in devotional service is better than renunciation. Renunciation without knowledge is useless. Right? Without knowledge is useless. who you're going to renounce, what you're going to renounce. Everything belongs to Krishna. Ishavasham idam sarvam yatkinchat jagatyam jagattena taktena bhunjitaha magrida kashvat viddanam. He says, everything belongs to me. What you going to renounce? Even you, the soul, belongs to him. 15:7 saying, Mama Vivamsa Jiva Loka. He says, they're mine, Mama, mine. Belong to him. Everything belongs to him. What are you going to surrender to Krishna? What do you have to surrender to Krishna? Nothing. Nothing. Surrender yourself. Surrender this mind. Machita madgata prana bodhayanta cha parasparam. Spend your life talking about Krishna. Parasparam means amongst yourself. Machita means think. Right? Bodhayanta. Talk about Krishna. Amongst yourself. Kathayantas cha mam nityam. He says, katha means talk. Like this. This is a katha. This is a katha, this book. What I'm saying to you now is katha. Kathayantas cha mam nityam. Nityam means all the time. You meet devotees, speak about Krishna. Don't worry about what he did. What this fellow did and what that fellow did. That's not important. It's not important. What color dress he's wearing, what color sari she's wearing. That's not important. Krishna is important. Kathayantas chamam nityam. Nityam means always. When devotees meet, they must speak about Krishna. Speak about Krishna. You continue chanting and you continue speaking about Krishna, you lose taste for what's happening outside there. One day we went to for Harinam with the Puri Maharaj. Those who know Puri Maharaj, right? Then he said to me, Janardhan, no looking outside there, Harinam, right? We were in a group like this, in a circle, and he says, no looking. And guess who looked? It was me. I looked outside. We're so attached to material nature, isn't it? Who's coming, who's going? When you're singing there, you think, oh, so nice devotees are coming. Prabhupada, they're coming to see you. Like that. So, action in Krishna consciousness. So we'll go to the 3 verses it is. And there's a verse for each of these chapters in the Gita Mahatmya. But there's only 7 listed here. If I can find, yeah, there is this, right? So the Gita Mahatmya we've done up to 5. So as it is said, this is Gita Mahatmya 5. Bhara amrita sarvasam Vishnu vakradvini shritam Gita gangodakam pitvam punarjanmana vidyate. We don't have it on the board, so my apologies. One who drinks the water of the Ganges attains salvation. So what to speak of one who drinks the nectar of the Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is the essential nectar of the Mahabharata, and it is spoken by Lord Krishna himself, the original Vishnu. Right? There are unlimited number of Vishnus. Understand that. And Krishna is the original one. Adi Purusham he is, right? He is the original personality. And it's spoken by Krishna, the original Vishnu. Gita Mahatmya 5. Bhagavad Gita comes from the mouth of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the Ganges is said to emanate from the lotus feet of the Lord. You all know that pastime, right? As Vamandev broke into the covering of the universe, and the water of the Ganges flowed, right, onto the earth. It washed his load. Brahma took a container, washed the lotus feet of the Lord, and she flowed. Now the Ganga flowed at such a high speed, right? Remember, the Lord is lying on the ocean, the causal ocean, the water of the causal ocean, and this earth is such a tiny earth, like a speck of mustard seed. Now, if that water had fallen on the earth, it would have destroyed the whole universe. So what happens? Who holds the water? Who? Lord Shiva. There's a pastime with that water being on Lord Shiva's head with Bhavani too, with Mother Parvati, but that sometime if I'll give class again, I'll tell you all about it. So, Vaman Dev had a pastime with, what's his name? Bali Maharaj, right? Right. And he surrendered to Lord Krishna. That is Lord Krishna. Vaman Dev was Lord Krishna, one of the three, one of the sons of Aditi. So Bali Maharaj surrenders to Lord Krishna. Like Draupadi. She refused to surrender when she was being disturbed, isn't it? She said, no, I'll hang on to my sari. When she said, and Krishna is having lunch with Rukmini, right? You all know who Rukmini is? She's one of the queens in Dwarika. So he's having lunch, but he's not putting the food into his mouth, right? So Rukmini is asking, my lord, what are you up to? Why are you not eating? He's saying, no, I'm waiting for Draupadi, right? Because Draupadi was being disrobed in the assembly of the Kauravas, right? So as soon as Draupadi left everything and said Krishna, then Krishna manifested as that sari. So he comes. He comes in your darkest moments. He comes in your most desperate moments. He comes. He comes and helps you. Okay, you can understand that. It's simple enough or difficult enough. He'll come. He's with you all the time. He is a witness to all your activities. And he's a permitter of all your activities. Right? But when you surrender to him, no, he takes over. Right? He takes over. He takes over. And he says, don't go that road. There's an accident on that road. Drive on this road. So all we need is a little sincerity. You don't need too much of knowledge. Right? Chant Hare Krishna every day as much as you can. Try and chant it in one single time. Say if you're chanting 4 rounds a day, right? Without interruption, chant the 4 rounds. Right? And sincerely. Try and sit in a dark room, or sit alone, or while mommy is sleeping, or while dad is sleeping, get up quickly, have a bath or whatever, and chant that 4 rounds. Systematically. One straight line. It's called Akhanda, right? Without breaking. And you make the difference. The Gita Mahatmya, the verses in the Gita Mahatmya, the one that I've downloaded, is mostly like you get the pastimes for Ekadasi. Ekadasi, there's a story behind every Ekadasi, right? What happens if I do this Ekadasi, and what happens if I do that Ekadasi? What benefit will I get? Right? Those are that's a format of that Gita Mahatmya. Right? The persons were too sinful, and somehow they got in touch with the devotee. And I'll read one for you. You can think about it, right? So, the Ganges is said to emanate from the lotus feet of the Lord. Of course, there is no difference between the mouth and the feet of the Supreme Lord. But from an impartial study, we can appreciate that Bhagavad Gita is more important than the water of the Ganges. Great sages go to the Ganges not for purification, they go to purify the Ganga. Because we go leave our sins in the Ganga. And the great sages go there to purify the Ganga. That's the reason the great sages go to Ganga. That's how the Vaishnavas, that's the reason the Vaishnavas go to the Ganga. Because you already purified. You put your hand in the bead bag to chant Hare Krishna. You purified, you liberated. What other liberation you want? You liberated. You already liberated. All you have to do is do it sincerely. You liberated. Nothing outside can affect you. I was reading one post somewhere on one of our devotees sent that post. If New York is, I think you went to New York, Mataji, one of the craziest cities in the world, right? If you can chant in New York, your chanting is perfect. You can chant in New York. It's a crazy place. Or you can chant in the plaza. Very important. Focus on your chanting. You don't have to. You don't want to study this book, don't study. Come sit and listen every week, right? Or study one verse at a time, one line at a time. There's only 4 rules. No meat eating, no intoxication, what's the other 2? No illicit association, and no gambling. All of us do that, isn't it? Those who chanting, they have to do that. They're doing that. Those who initiate, they have to do it. They promise the Guru they're going to do that. 4 simple things. That's all. Is it difficult? Not difficult. Easy to do. So the next verse is Sarvapani Shado Gavo Dugda Gopala Nandna Partha Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gita Amritam Mahat. This Gita Upanishad, the Bhagavad Gita, the essence of all the Upanishads, they're basically 18 Upanishads. Those are the basic Upanishads. There's actually about 1,008 Upanishads. Right? There's Shutasura Upanishad, there's so many Upanishads. Right? And one of them is this Bhagavad Gita. This Bhagavad Gita is spoken where? Anybody knows? Where is it spoken? Battlefield of Kurukshetra. Don't answer, Prabhu, please. It's spoken on a battlefield, right? To Arjuna. The Maharati Arjuna, right? It's spoken to him because he supposedly went into doubt. How is he going to manage to kill his family members? Because on the opposite side was also his family member. Bhishmadev was there, his Guru was there, Dronacharya was there. So he couldn't stand to kill his family members. So he started making excuses from chapter 1 to chapter 2, text 7. All right? Then he surrenders to Krishna. From chapter 1 to text 2, chapter 2, text 7, Krishna doesn't instruct him at all. Let him continue complaining about all this stuff. Oh, if I kill my Guru, I'll go to hell. If I do this, and I'll go to hell. But there were reasons that Bhishmadev and Dronacharya were on the opposite end. Right? There were reasons, which we'll discuss some other time. I've got 20 minutes or something. Right? So we'll discuss it some other time, or somebody else will discuss it. There were reasons that the person gets killed. I was speaking to somebody the other day that if you're going to get killed in the plaza, even if you don't stay in the plaza, even if you don't ever come in the plaza, if it is arranged that you're going to get killed in the plaza, you're going to die in the plaza at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you'll be there at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and you'll die in the plaza. Because that man has got everything worked out for you. Ishavashyamidam sarvam yatkinchat chakadam jagat. Tena taktena. He's given you your quota, right? All you have to do is live and it'll unfold. Don't preempt it. It'll unfold itself. And he'll give you the intelligence. Tadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayandite. He'll give you the intelligence to overcome that. All you have to do is chant his name. That's all. Chant his name. Oh, he's calling me. Purnamasi. Mother Purnamasi is Madhumangal granny, Madhumangal's granny, right? And she is the mother of Sandipani Muni. So she was walking one day. This is in the Vidagda Madhava in one of Krishna Rupa Goswami's books. So she's walking down the path one day and she meets Vrindadevi coming up, right? And everything is Krishna in Vrindavan, right? Everything is Krishna. Everything is Krishna, right? Their entire lives are devoted to Krishna. They don't think of anything besides Krishna. They churn the butter for him only, to come and steal. Right? So she's coming up the road and she meets Vrindadevi. And what they talk about? Kathayantas chamam nityam. They're only talking about Krishna. So what was Krishna doing? Purnamasi. Purnamasi is the older personality in Vrindavan. Right? So Vrindadevi says, no, he's learning to dance. He's learning to dance. It's not a difficult thing. It's simple things, right? It's simple. He's a cowherd boy. He's grazing cows. He jumps on the cows. His friends hit him. The gopis catch him and kiss him. Right? They go complain to Mother Yashoda, he stole my makan. But they wait every day. When is he going to come and steal the makan? I'll tell you about pastime. Right? Let's finish this last verse, then I'll tell you about pastime. So the Gita Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, the essence of all the Upanishads is just like a cow. Right? And Lord Krishna, who is famous as a cowherd boy, is milking this cow. Arjuna is just like a calf, and learned scholars and pure devotees are to drink the nectarian milk of Bhagavad Gita. Gita Mahatmya 6. Right? The glorification of the Gita 6. So the Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all the Upanishads. Because why? Why is it the essence? Because Krishna himself speaks it. Right? Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Krishna himself. Right? There's nowhere in the book, in the Bhagavad Gita, that says, Krishna says, always says, Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Doesn't say Krishna said. Right? Bhagavan is he who owns all opulences. Badi Bhagavan, Bhagyavan. Bhagyavan, the word is, the Hindi word is Bhagyavan. Right? You're very fortunate, like that. So Bhagyavan is he who owns all the opulences. It's about 6 is listed, but there's more than that. Krishna says in the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, I'll list you the few that you can understand. Right? I'll say to you the few that you can understand. Right? Of the Bhagavad Gita. 10th chapter. And the main verse there, the 4 verses 8 to 11. One of the verses I quoted. And yeah. And the other verse is Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. Tesham Satata Yukta Nam Bhajati Priti Purvakam. Priti means with love. Dadami Priti Purvakam. Dadami. Those who chant my name with love and devotion. I give them the intelligence by which they can come to me. So he is doing all the work. All you have to do is simple, just use your tongue and your lips and chant his name. There is some controversy or some speculation about chanting in your mind and chanting softly. Chanting softly, at least you hearing. Chanting in the mind is difficult. It's very difficult because the mind is Chanchalam Himana Krishna. The mind goes all over the place. Right? While you're listening to me too, the mind is running all over the place. Isn't it? Right? The mind runs all over the place. So how are you going to control it? Param Drstva Nivartate. You have to develop a higher taste. Right? That's the only way you can chant. You have to develop a higher taste. Now, if the mind is under control, so you have no problem. And try and hear Krishna's names. When you chant, hear Krishna. If you didn't hear it, go back, chant that one again. I know people love going back to chanting. Go back and chant it. And the sacrifice we're talking about is the sacrifice of time for Krishna. Sundays, some people sitting and watching, what do you call those things? Soapies. So every day they're watching 7 o'clock, they're watching soapies. Right? Sacrifice the time, sit and chant your round. That's what I tell at home, don't be sick. Don't tell me you're sick, take your japa bead and chant. You'll feel much better, I promise you. You will feel better. I'll guarantee you, you will feel better. Chant rounds softly, slowly. If you can't say the words fast enough, like Prabhupada, nobody can catch up with Prabhupada, right? I've tried. Nobody can catch up with Prabhupada. So chant it softly and slowly. If you're disturbing somebody, you move away. Right? We don't want to disturb anybody. We want to get the ruchi, the taste of chanting Krishna's name. Okay? So let's do the last verse. We've got some time. So, ekam shastram deviki putra gitam. Eko devo deviki putra eva. Eko mantras tasya namami yani. Karmapi ekam tasya devasya seva. Ekam means one. Right? Shastra means these scriptures, right? Then deviki putram. What does deviki putra mean? son of Devaki, right? Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva. Eko Deva, one God. Right? One. Eka means one. Deva, Devaki Putra. Devaki Putra again, son of Devaki, Eva. Because he first appears in the Karagar or the prison house of Kamsa with Devaki and Vasudeva were imprisoned. He first appears as Lord Vishnu. Right? So Eko Mantras, what Eko Mantras mean? One mantra, right? Namami Yani, Tasya Namami Yani. Namami, name. Namami, you offer your obeisance, you offer your prayers with this one mantra. Karmapi eva ekam tasya devasya seva. Devasya means to worship. Seva means to worship or serve. Right? So let's say, in the present day, people are very much eager to have one scripture. Isn't that true? You come to my house, you'll see a whole stack of books. Sham. That's been accumulating over the years. It hasn't been done like yesterday. Yeah? I've got a whole stack of books that I read once a day, or listen to Prabhupada's lectures. Now on YouTube, there's hundreds of lectures of Prabhupada's. So try and log on to YouTube. Prabhupada's a lot of lectures. And Prabhupada's diction is clear, right? We Indians, we can understand Prabhupada's diction, right? It's very clear. It's very easy. It's simple. This is Prabhupada's translations, right? They're simple. They're not academic. No, they're not. They won't be like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati's translations. They give you. Prabhupada gives you straight and clear diction. You can understand his lectures. So you can go. Most of us got Android phones, don't we? Go on YouTube. YouTube is free, right? You go on YouTube and Prabhupada's lectures. Just scroll and you can hear Prabhupada's lectures. Wonderful lectures. Not very long, about 30 minutes. Some of them 30 minutes, some of them 5-10 minutes, just to make a point. 5-10 minutes, like that. Right? So please do that. And your life will be perfect. I promise you, it will be perfect. Ask Prabhu will tell you, it will be perfect. So people want just one scripture and one God. How many gods are you praying to? You know, in India, people can't talk Hindi. They can't speak the Hindu language. You'll know that. They can't read and can't speak Hindi. And the Mahabharata and the Bhagavatam mythology. Krishna is a mythological figure. Those who visited India, you'll know. They speak of Krishna and as Lord Rama as a mythological figure. He's not a real person. And they call Krishna the incarnation of Narayan. Right? Krishna is Adi Purush. So everything else comes after him. Vishnu is the incarnation of Krishna. Narayan is the incarnation of Krishna. And they're not actually the incarnations of Krishna. They come from Lord Balaram. And they come from the quadruple expansions, first and second. So they're far away down there from Krishna. It's Krishna, Balaram, then the first quadruple expansion, then the second quadruple expansion. In between is Narayan, right? Then there's a second quadruple expansion. The Krishna in Dwarika is Vasudeva Krishna, because it is said that Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. He becomes unmanifest to the non-devotees. Who is a non-devotee in Vrindavan? Nobody. So everybody can see him. But the gopis to teach us lamentation in separation. That is how the Vaishnavas worship Krishna. Not, I want to see you, Krishna. No, I want to serve you, Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, why you don't want to appear before me? In lamentation. He's God himself. Bhakti Vinod Thakur says that Krishna has given us two gods. Right? One is the eating god and one is the dancing god. Right? Jagannath is the eating god. We offer Jagannath food. Must see the preps that are offered in Jagannath Puri to Jagannath. and dancing God, we sing and dance. That's all. We dance, sing and dance, and eat. That's all. And listen a little bit katha. Right? So, therefore, ekam shastram deviki putram geetam. This is deviki putram geetam. This is a song of, Gita means song. Right? So this is a song of Lord Krishna. Right? Lord Krishna sings the Bhagavad Gita. There's a meter to say the verses in the Bhagavad Gita. There's a way to say them. Right? Even if you can't say it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You say it according to your ability. Right? So we don't force you into this. Right? Krishna says to Arjuna in the 18th chapter 63, I think he says, Yat ichasi tatha kuru. Icha means your desire, right? Do whatever you desire. Now I've given you all the knowledge that you require. Now do as you desire. He didn't force Arjuna to fight. Some people say, no, Krishna goaded Arjuna to fight. He didn't. He provoked Arjuna to fight. Never. He never did. Read 63. And then in 71 or 67, Arjuna says, no, now my illusion has been destroyed. I've come to my senses now. Karisya vachanam tava. He says, I will do as you say. Simple thing. One Shastra, that's all. One God, that's all. Not 330 million or 33 crore gods. No, they're not gods. It's been explained. You'll go on YouTube and see. Prabhupada is speaking, there are other devotees who speak, there are other people who speak Krishna Katha also. Right? See, we don't have too many. Those are not gods. They are Krishna's servants. And what they have here, they put here to help you live your life. And if you want a BMW now, they'll go up to Krishna and tell me, Indra will tell Krishna, this man is worrying me for a BMW, must I give him? And Krishna says, if you give him, he'll go wrap it around a tree, then what are you going to do? Like that. So if you need to ask, Prabhupada says, if you need to ask Krishna for anything, come, he's here. He's sitting here. Pran Pratishtha means that they invoke life into the deity. Yes, they made it with the wood or they made it with the metal, but there are certain mantras to invoke. If you saw the Panchatattva's in Mayapur there, their life-size devotees, bigger than life-size. So they had their eyes closed when they were installing the deities. So when they were doing the Pran Pratishtha, then they opened the eyes to invoke the Lord into like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please enter, like that. Right? So let's finish this one. Anybody has any questions so far? You'll never sleep. Yes, please. Ask. Don't frighten.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So the reason why we see people to follow four-headed principle and surrender to Krishna, don't be attached to family, because at the time of death, if you attach, death is painful. But what's the important thinking of Krishna at the time of death? And the verse in question is, Ante kale chamamiva smaran muktava kalevaram ya priyati sampada bhavan yatri samsaya. Now listen to this. If anyone is a teacher, you can never start a sentence with and, but Srila Prabhupada can. And whoever at the time of death quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attain my nature. For this, there's no doubt. But if you think of something other than Krishna, next week I'll tell you that verse. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhuji, what's your opinion?
Thank you. Yeah, the verse before that is Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhava Tyajati Ante Kalevaram Tam Tam Eva Iti Konteya Sada Tad Bhava Bhavita. Right. That verse means whatever you're thinking, not thinking of Krishna, whatever you're thinking at the time of death, that you will attain without fail. Right? That means if you think of like Maharaj Bharat was thinking of the deer, and he became a deer. Fortunately for him, he remembered his past life. Us, what are we going to think about? That's why we say practice. Srila Prabhupada say, you practice your entire life, Krishna consciousness. Doesn't matter at the time of death, you can't think of Krishna. I will come and take you. I will hold your hand and take you to Krishna. That is a guarantee. So there's nothing to be afraid. There's no such thing as you're going to hell. There's no way. Yamaraj will actually come and fold his hand and stand by you. Chant Hare Krishna for me. Huh? So there's nothing to be afraid of. You chant whatever rounds you're chanting, right? Unless you promise your guru that I will chant 16 rounds, that you have to keep. If you don't keep your promises, you're not even a human being. What is the purpose of making a promise if you can't keep it? So if you say, I'll chant for 4 rounds a day, chant 4 rounds a day sincerely. And think of Krishna sincerely. Right? The thing is, when you finish your chanting, your 16 rounds, right? One day Prabhupada finished his 16 rounds, he said, "Tut," kept his bead bag down, he said, I'm finished. I can do what I feel. The chanting, the name of Krishna doesn't leave your mind. You continue chanting. Even if you chant, while you're chanting and you want to change your bead and say the Panchatattva mantra, it doesn't leave your mind. You continue chanting a couple of beads more. Right? So that's how effective the holy name is. There's no mantra greater than the mantra. It's called the Maha Mantra. You cannot chant, you don't need to chant any other mantra. Right? You just chant the holy name, that's all. And your life will be successful. Whatever you attempt will be successful. If it's not successful, it was not meant to be successful. That was not part of your package that you came with. Right? Let's finish this. Give me a couple of minutes more. So let there be one scripture only, one common scripture for the whole world, Bhagavad Gita. Right? Eko Devo Devaki Putra Eva, let there be one God for the whole world, Sri Krishna. Eko Mantras Tasya Namami, and one hymn, one mantra, one prayer. The chanting of his name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Karmapi ekam tasya devasya seva, and let there be only one work, the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Right? When His Holiness, His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to be greeted, where people used to offer him obeisances, and he used to say, Dasa asmi, I am your servant. Right? If a great personality says that, what are we? We are the servant. We are your servant. We are servants. So learn to serve humanity at large. Once you chant Hare Krishna, we are called Paradukha Dukhi devotees, right? That we care for the world. You've got the Mahamantra now. Now go out there and give it to them. Yes, some people are going to be offensive, but they are forced to hear it. When you go on Harinam, you don't have to go stand there and tell him, you know what, Prabhu, chant this mantra. That thing is going to his heart, right? That mantra is going. Especially if Madhu Mangal Prabhu is singing, right? It's going to go there. Right? So chant, talk to people. If they talk to you about it, talk. If they're offensive, move away. Don't try and force people to accept. Right? Here's the simplest method to do things. But we should not disturb those other people out there. That verse 336 is there. We'll read it one day. Right? We should not disturb the people who believe in Anya Devata, means other gods. Right? We should they're on a path. They will eventually come to the point. They will understand someday. The 9th offense, what's the 9th offense? Yes, those are two different verses actually. Krishna says, Tatam Kirtayanta Mam. Mam means me, him, Krishna. Yeah, he says, Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhava. Whatever your bhav means, your nature, whatever you're thinking of at the time of death. Those are two different verses. But you hear, isn't it you hear? Krishna is here. He's watching you. You'll go back home to Godhead. Srila Prabhupada guarantees you that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to one of his disciples, I can't remember who it was. Oh yeah, I can't remember. No, can't remember his name. He said, at the time of death, my Lord, my throat will be choked up, right, with phlegm. You'll know that old people die. Sometimes they can't talk. I won't be able to talk. Mahaprabhu said to him, you practice lifelong. I will come personally and take you back. You practice. Don't worry about whether you get liberation or moksha or whatever. Who are you cleaning it for? Yes, you're going back home. You're not going. You're going to cut that thing nicely for Krishna. When you're cooking in the back there, it's quite a stretch. Mataji knows. We all know. Those who work in the back there, they know. It's a stretch, sometimes from 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Right? Then I used to come 3 to 9 o'clock. That's no eating, no water, no going toilet, nothing. Right? You just stay like that. For how many hours? From 3 to 9 is how many hours? 6 hours, right? We at home, every 3 hours, we've got to eat something. Water, we're looking for water. Who keeps you going there? Your legs don't pain, your hands don't pain, your head doesn't pain, nothing. He is taking care of you. Why? Because you're cooking for him. And you're not thinking of anything else. This bhoga I'm cooking for Krishna. Go in there with that mood. Don't worry that Mataji didn't put a tilak right today. It doesn't matter. When I used to cook, I told them, we will cook together. No gossip, no nothing. This mother did that and that. Nothing. Right? Just follow what I'm doing, we'll do it. And it's a beautiful team I had. Unfortunately, certain things happened, I had to come out. But it wasn't anything to do with Krishna consciousness. Right? So people get old, like me. Right? So Prabhu has made a point. You're cooking, you're going to cut and cook for Krishna, right? You're thinking about Krishna when you're cooking. You're thinking about Radharani, how Radharani cooks for Krishna. Right? Any other questions? That was nice. Anybody else? Any opinions? Anybody has something to add on? It's not just me talking. I hope you understood part of what I said. Not all, but part at least. Right? Mother's is getting tired. I think we should stop. Right? Prabhu? Yes. Yes. Yeah, we haven't got time to. I should have read that one for what Yamaraj said. Yeah, it's one of Gita Mahatmya held today. We are under the protection of the Vaishnavas, right? All right, let me tell you this story since you're having doubts, right? I went for a triple bypass, right? To a public hospital, right? You'll heard stories about public hospitals, right? But Luthuli is one of the best hospitals in the world, I think, right? I went there, they checked me, everything. They got me running for 2 years, nearly 2 years they had me up and down. Some little thing was wrong, go home, have a rest and come back, right? They did a triple bypass. I was in coma for 4 days. They had me sedated for 4 days. My wife used to come, the boys were saying me, she used to come and scream, but I was in coma for 4 days, right? And I went in there. I was terrified. I hate injection. I hate anything that pokes me. Right? I'm too terrified of those things. But I went for a bypass. I went for a triple bypass. Right? So I said to Prabhupada, before I came here, I said to Prabhupada, I've got Prabhupada in my room also. Right? I said to Prabhupada, I am going. It is up to you. You bring me home in a box or you bring me home walking. Right? I'm sitting here today. It's been 6 months. Right? just before I could come out of that coma or whatever it was, the sedation, I said, let me go see what's happening, right? That I was getting conscious, right? Starting to get conscious. So I went to a place in that thing. I went to a place in that coma place, and that place was empty. It was dark. I turned around and I said, let me go ask Krishna, right? What happened? Where's everybody? And Krishna is standing on the road there, little blue boy standing on the road, right? I turned around and I see him. He looks at me like this, and he said to me, Mahaprabhu is already gone for Sankirtan. You go back. I'm sitting here. It's been 6 months now. I'm driving my car 1 month. So you have faith? You have faith? I couldn't walk up the stairs here. This single stair, I couldn't walk up. I couldn't walk up. If I sink one round, I'm in trouble. Do you have faith now? I'll show you the marks. I've got cut here from day to day. I cook at home. I clean at home. Everything. Take mommy here and there. She's got everywhere. Every day she's got somewhere to go. Now do you have faith? I don't lose my breath anymore. He comes. When he says he comes, he comes. Don't have doubts. Don't ever have doubt. My son brought one Christian boy to test me. So I told him a couple of things. I said to him, a lawyer in the court, he takes references from everywhere and then he speaks, isn't it? Yeah, other cases and things like that. Just like that, we've got these our references. There is nobody that could tell me Krishna consciousness is not the right path. I've got proof. Nobody's going to tell me anything else. So please, I am the living proof. Even if I die tomorrow too, it's fine. 6 months I've lived. What the hell? Sorry, Mataji, my apologies. Go for it, you got 2 minutes. Oh. You have to practice. No. Yes. Anyway. You go shopping for Krishna, you fall down dead. No problem. No problem. But he says what you can offer him. Remember, be careful. Don't get caught up with people. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Sorry, Mataji.
No apologies necessary. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, after hearing your story, I had actually goosebumps. You are such an inspiration to all of us, and thank you for telling us your experience. And one important thing that I've taken away from your lesson today, or your Krishna Katha, is that not to worry about the next person. Not to worry. We must all worry about, don't worry about external factors, who said what about who's wearing what. We must concentrate on our own devotion to the Lord, and we must be sincere. So thank you so much for that message, the essence of your katha. There's just a few announcements before we go into Aarti. Next week, the Bhagavad Gita certificates, those of you who attended the Bhagavad Gita sessions that were being held before Janmashtami, the certificates will be issued next week, Sunday. Then Kartik, the very important time of Kartik is coming up, and we have sponsorships available. 508 Rand for clay lamps and wicks, as well as 1,008 Rand for prasadam daily. Also, we have sponsorships for Take Care of Lord Jagannath. And what the management has said is that if you cannot afford to take care on your own, they are allowing you to share with other people so that you divide it, and maybe 2 people or 3 people can take care on the same day. Another important announcement is that our calendars are available. Raj Prabhu has the calendar here. It's 30 Rand now. These are selling for 30 Rand each. So please, Prabhu is at the back. You may purchase as many as you want. Again, let's give Prabhu a round of applause. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for the lovely, lovely lecture. Another important announcement, I think management must take note of one thing what Prabhu brought up, and the importance of Ekadasi. I think we observe Ekadasi every month, but we don't know the stories behind each Ekadasi. And maybe at the beginning of every month, if somebody from management can tell us on this day and this day, this month is this Ekadasi and that Ekadasi, and explain to us the importance. I know we belong to WhatsApp chats. We do get it on those chats, but not everybody understands what's written in that. So maybe that's something to consider. So God bless all of you and take care for the rest of this week. And please, another very important announcement, management has requested that before we go down to take prasad, we have to say the prasadam prayer. So I think Niraj Prabhu, if you can lead us on that at the end of the Aarti. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki. Jagat Guru Shila Prabhupada ke. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine.
Namaste Saraswati Devye Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Chunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine.
Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shanyavadi Pasyata Desatarine.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gau Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Radhe.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Come on, dance. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bol bol, Hare Krishna. Chant, Hari bol, chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone, raise your hands. Hari bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jai Jai. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patgame, Nayana Patgame Bhavasume.
Swami Nayan Patgami, Nayan Patgami Bhavatu.
Jagannath Swami Nayana Patgame, Nayana Patgame Bhavasume. Jai.
Jagannath Swami Nayan Patgami, Nayan Patgami Bhavatu me.
Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar, Nitai Gaur Sundar, Gaura Sundar.
Gaura Sundar, Nitai Gaura Sundar, Gaura Sundar.
Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar, Nitai Gaur Sundar, Gaura Sundar.
Nitai Gaura Sundar, Nitai Gaura Sundar, Gaura Sundar.
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajkacharya Astotra Satshishmat. His Divine Grace Bhai Charana Ravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON's founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. VVT founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Food for Life founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajkacharya Astotra Sachim Shishimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Thakur ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप कपिनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गौरधान की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र महारानी की जय। श्री श्री निठाय गौर सुंदर की जय। श्री गुरु परम्परा की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री नीलाचल जगन्नाथ पुरी धाम की जय। श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। Nitai Gop Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the lotus feet of Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.